plus white magic. Ah, Korn, I am glad you have come. I have a task of a most urgent and confidential nature. I could think of none other to whom I can trust it. You are doubtless familiar with the Seed Seers, yes? Connie Senna, Elder Seed Seer, leader of the Order of the Twin Adder and guardian of our fair nation, clearly needs no introduction. That was such a long-winded introduction you gave, though. But know you also of her siblings? The two young Pajel, sister Ryo Senna and brother Arun Senna, make for Evershade as we speak, where they will perform a ritual of great import. Verily, such import that it would be no overstatement to say that the very fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. As you well know, we dwell in this forest by the good graces of the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood, and most of all the great ones who dwells within the guardian tree. Yet our ceaseless warring and ill treatment of the trees that shelter us have aroused the great one's ire, and it is only by the quieting, the ritual of which I spoke, that he may be placated. Thus did the two Seed Seers set out for Evershade, with nary a guard to accompany them, and therein lies the rub, for the nature of the favor I ask of you. By no means would I question the power of the Seed Seers. With the Great One's anger mounting, the Twelveswood becomes a threatening domain for even the most puissant of conjurers. Pray hasten to Evershade and see that no harm befalls the two. Okay. Where the fuck is Evershade? Oh, it's over there. We're gonna talk to trees. God, my fucking sinuses, dude. Oh yeah, that is a important looking tree, isn't it? Ryo Senna. Okay. Curses. How can we hope to make it to the Guardian Tree with these ghastly creatures bursting forth like rampant weeds? If I'd known what we were in for, I'd have brought along a wood whaler or two. In fact, I dare say we should return and do exactly that. Oh, do not be such a coward, sister. We are Seed Seers. These overgrown vermin are no match for us. Bold words, brother, but were they true words, we would have dispatched our enemies and arrived safely at our destination bells ago. A conjurer, are you? Brother Asumi, ever the warrior. For once, however, his solicitude is most welcome. Might you help us dispose of these fell creatures? Have you no pride, sister? A Seed Seer does not beg the aid of some common adventurer. Enough, brother. We have a duty to perform. A duty that takes precedence over your silly notions of pride. Now enough talk, let's see to these pests. I'm gonna whop them with a stick. The Great One does not approve of our presence here. That's fine. I'll thank you to stay out of my way, adventurer. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Hit it till it dies. Bonk it in the head with a stick. Oh. And also this thing. Did we do it? Yeah, we did it. Nice. Oh shit. Oh. It's a rock. The tree manifested a rock for me. That crystal, do my eyes deceive me, or does this adventure inherit the legacy of Ottawa Kant? Fucking Ottawa who? Well, it was none other than Ottawa himself who last performed the quieting. No, I do not believe this adventure's arrival is mere coincidence. Bearer of the soul crystal, inheritor of arcane knowledge long since forbidden to those not of our kind. I know not why it is you he chose, but I believe our great forefathers led you to us today. Ancient tradition dictates that the quieting be performed by 3 Pagel. Well, but I misspoke. The ritual is to be performed by 3 white mages. If Master Ottawa has truly chosen this adventure as his successor. You speak madness, sister. Surely you've not forgotten that Pajali tradition strictly forbids sharing the teachings of those not of our kind. The power of white magic is far too great a risk in falling into the wrong hands. Oh shit. She's gonna slap the shit out of you, bro. And so you would uphold tradition merely for tradition's sake, even at the risk of incurring the Great One's wrath and bringing disaster upon our forest home? Have you so little faith in your own ability, sister? We're seed seers, more than capable of slaying any beasts in our way and carrying out the ritual of our own. Yeah. This petty bickering is getting us nowhere. Hey, adventurer, I'm sorry to trouble you with our silly sibling squabbles. If you have the time, I would speak to you further, but not here. Come to Camp Tranquil, and come quickly. Time is of the essence. Okay. I guess I can do that. Oh. Blue Carcol. Camp Tranquil. That's a big boy. That's a big old boy. God damn. We're at Camp Tranquil, where Landinel, the slut, lives, if you'll recall. Anyway. Rayo Senna and Puckney Puck and Koopcha Koopa. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. He cannot help that he was born with a head of solid stone. Anyways, I do not believe we've been properly introduced. I am Rayo Senna, a Pagel, as you can see, and sister of the Elder Soothseer. You're Korn, yes? Brother Asumi has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you no doubt have heard, my brother Arun and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There, the Great One, by whose graces we dwell here, resides. The gentlest of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered. And as the Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, doubtless they too were roused by hostility by the Great One in his anger. You need only look around to see. The forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it is that we traveled here to quell the Great One's fury and to perform the quieting. In days of old, the ritual was, without fail, performed by 3 white mages, with our elder sister occupied by her many duties. My brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Arun was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with a white mage's soul crystal. This is no small honor. That gem marks you as an inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. You are not a Pajali, but Ottawa Kent, meant for you to be here today to perform the ritual with us. Atawa Khan is known to all as one of the greatest mages in our history, but even more so, he was known for being something of an eccentric. In defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land and its people wherever he went. Wheresoever he went. Most admirable cause, yes, but alas, Atawa was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity. Or so I believed, until I met you. And yet for all his stubbornness, there is some truth in my brother's words. Ancient laws forbid us from sharing the teachings of the white magic outside of our own kind. There are reasons for this, which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement. Still, I'm convinced that it's Atawa's will that we bring you into the fold. So I welcome you, Corn of the White. Ooh, I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet, while you may have been chosen by Atawa, I fear your journey as a white mage has just begun. Return to me when you've further honed your skills, and we shall proceed with your training. Thanks, kid. So speaking of the Pajali and how they're eternally 10 forever and how they matter to the lore of the story, we've seen these two as well in the background of Kani-sana's big friendship speech along with the conjurer bro, Ekuniyan, whatever his fucking name is. Esumi, I think is his name. Also, are you taller than me? You're not, but fuck. Anyway, white mage time. White magic. Only you can prevent forest ire. Ha ha ha. That was a good name for a quest if I do be saying so myself. Ah, Corn. Looking ever more the white mage I see. And yet, I fear you are as ready to perform the quieting as a chocobo chick is to carry a wood whaler clad in full plate. But take heart, for we all must begin somewhere. Today, I would teach you the art of communing with the elementals. This is, by any measure, the very foundation of our art, the means by which we preserve harmony between the forest and our people. Not far from Sorrelhaven, you'll find a tree, a mere sapling in the shadow of the guardian tree, but one that has likewise been consumed by anger and fear. I would ask that you placate this tree. The process is quite simple. Stand before the tree and raise your hands. Commune with the elementals that reside within, and attune yourself to them, until your feelings are in absolute harmony. Be forewarned, however, an angry elemental can be as stubborn as my dear brother. Do not be surprised if you find your honest plea rebuffed and foul creatures sent to drive you from the forest. No matter what happens, you must remain calm. Dispatch the creatures, settle your heart, and speak to the tree once more. If your heart is true, your voice will reach the elemental ere long. Remember this, Corn. Under no circumstances must you allow your anger and fear to overcome you. As practitioners of white magic, the magic of succor and solace, such emotions are an anathema to our very existence. Fuck, that sounds rough, bro. Where the fuck is Sorrelhaven? Go me there. Go me there, Alexander. With quickness and haste. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Let us be going to the tree in the Sorrelhaven. Oh yeah, that sure is a tree, ain't it? Don't worry. With the power of Sticky, good old Sticky, I'm gonna shoot magic white stuff at all the enemies. You ready, Sticky? How do I want to do this? I think that's how I want to do this. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be okay, Tree. I feel what you feel, bro, and I feel that you're gonna feel okay once you're feeling okay. I did it. Camp Tranquil. Orb. Cube. Orb. Nope. There we are. What the fuck is that sword? It's fucking cool shit. Do I recognize that? I don't know if I recognize. A short while ago, I sensed a great anger abate. The forest is quieter and more welcoming now. It seems you've passed your first test, Corn. The trees are the elementals are the trees. The lush verdure of the wood is inseparable from the spirits that dwell within it. But you do not need to hear this from me. Doubtless you felt it for yourself when you healed that tree. Above all else, the elementals prize harmony. When they sense a threat to harmony, they'll summon forth all the powers in their disposal to expulse it. For so long have we lived in peace with the elementals. Why now do they turn against us? I can offer no answers, only theories. One thing is certain, we must quell the Great One's fury, and do it soon, lest Gridania bear the full brunt of the forest's wrath. To soothe the forest ruins, and restore harmony, that is our duty as mages of the White, and it is a responsibility that transcends race or nation. I sense your success in soothing the ailing tree, and am more certain of this than ever. Sadly, many cannot see past established practice and tradition, my dear brother among them. One would hope for a bit more open-mindedness given his youth, but alas, his pride as a Pagel will not permit it. For my part, I'm not entirely unsympathetic to his concerns, and yet the task before us is too great. We must bring him around to see reason. But how? Forgive me, Corn. I would be alone with my thoughts for a while. Worry not, I'll find a way to deal with Alrun. Can you deal with him now, please? Oh. Atoakot speaks unto you, imparting newfound powers, such as regen. Thanks, Ottawa. Corn, I owe you an apology. When last we spoke, I promised you that I would find a way to convince my brother to accept you, but I fear he intently refuses to heed my words. Why, the more I try to reason with him, the more he shuts his ears to me. All pride and no common sense, that one. I can scarce believe we're kin. So intent is he to prove that you were unneeded, that he dashed out into the forest all alone, boasting that he would placate every last elemental and save the forest all by himself. Needless to say, such a task is far beyond his powers. There is a part of me that would like nothing more than to see the foolish boy learn his lesson, and yet, as a sister, I fear for him. Would you go and look after him, Corn? Seeds here or no, he is in many ways still a child, and the forest grows ever more unsafe these days. I thought to go myself, but if you were to save my brother from his own recklessness, perhaps he might finally see how fatuous he's been. When last I spoke with him, he announced his intentions to begin his efforts in the Bramble Patch. With any luck, you may still find him there. Now please go in haste before some ill fate befalls him. Flower. I've never seen that before. Interesting. Also, I'm changing my mind again. I don't think I can keep going after we're done with this. I think I need a break, and we'll pick up dragooning next week. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? It isn't my sister's favorite adventure. Come to show me up, have you? Well, you can march right back and tell sister that I'm doing just fine. I'm only resting. Even if I were hurt and unable to placate this tree, what could a run-of-the-mill adventurer like you do about it? Placate the tree. Oh shit. What a silly game this is at level 90. Wow. Amazing. Beginner's luck. Do you think healing a sapling or two is going to convince me that you are a worthy inheritor of the teachings of Master Ottawa? I'll run. You yourself do not believe those words. Sister, what are you doing here? Yeah. Seeing to my pig-headed brother's safety, what do you think I'm doing? For better or worse, it would appear you only suffer from the bruises to your leg and your pride. Ah, Ruin, for all your obstinacy, I know that deep down you're no fool. No, you were wise beyond your years. You realize as well as I the dire fate that will befall Gridania if we do not quell the Great One's fury and restore peace to the wood. The adventurer is not Pajal, that's true. But what of it? Do you blindly trumpet tradition as the very first forest turns against us and brings ruin to our home? We have a greater calling to answer. You know this. I do, sister. Yeah. My sticky's cooler than your sticky. Although your sticky does have a 4-leaf clover on it. That's kind of cool. My dear Arun. What are sisters for if not to forgive their little brother's fits of folly? Now, Korn, I believe the most important task of all still awaits us. Let's return to Camp Tranquil. Okay. Rescuing the Pajali has furthered your something as a white mage. Cool. Neat. Why is it purple here? Or maybe I'm crazy. Guys! Rayo! Rayo, help me! Help, I'm trapped in the sea. See, this is one of those things that, like... See, male characters, they get to do the I'm trapped in the TV bit, but for some reason when female characters get in the TV, they're like doing a weird creepy sex thing. It's fucking weird. I wish I could be trapped in the TV and not be slutty in the TV. That sucks. I wanna do the trapped thing. Pretend I'm looking at the back of the TV and pretend I'm trapped in the TV. Rayo! Rayo, help, I'm trapped in the TV. You can't see what I look like in the TV, but trust me, I'm trapped in here. Get me out. Okay, that's... Korn, thank you. I knew it was only a matter of time before Arun came around to reason, and yet his hesitance to accept you was not entirely unfounded. When we first met, I promised that one day I would share with you the tale of how white magic came to be regarded as a forbidden art. Well, suppose this is as good a day as any for the telling. Oh, here we go. This was the good conversation that I remember. The tale begins some 3 millennia ago, in the 5th Astral Era. 5th Astral Era, so I need to fucking compartmentalize this. It was the time of an endless frost. Right. So it's the 5th Umbral Calamity, the frost? Because the 4th was the flood, right? Then it was the frost, then it was... Wait, no, I'm getting it twisted. The frost came first, then the flood. The flood was the 5th, or 6th Umbral? I'm getting my shit twisted. I just know the flood happened after the era of magic. So magic was invented by people's necessity to not freeze to death during the cold. And then they developed the magic nations, the Ampidors, the Mox, the Nims, all of which we'll get around to later, talking about later. And then all of those flooded because they kept because the War of the Magi. And then that was when the modern nations rose up, and then the 6th Umbral. That was Bahamut, right? Okay. Okay. I think I'm remembering this correctly. 7th, whatever. 5th Astral Era. It was the time of the Wait, no, Signs of the Seventh Dawn, which means the seventh Umbral Calamity was the Bahamut, and sixth was the Flood, fifth was the Frost, which came before the fifth Astral Era, which is the Age of Magic. Right. That's the timeline. So this is mid-Frost, pre-Magic civilization. It was the time of the endless frost, when a barren wasteland of snow and rime stretched as far as the eye could see. Food was scarce, and the warmth scarcer. The histories told many a grim tale of those who died in their beds, starving and benumbed. So did our ancestors discover magic, born out of the most fundamental instinct, survival. In time, the winter thawed, and magic was no longer essential for survival. But once awakened to its conveniences, there was no returning to how things once were. Ere long, the people discovered all the myriad ways in which magic could be employed, and civilization flourished. But prosperity breeds contempt, and nations warred for power and riches. So did the people seek greater and greater power to rain destruction down upon their enemies. So was born black magic, the most devastating form of the sorcery the world has seen. At the same time, another form of magic emerged, brought forth by those who would keep this immense destructive power in check. That is white magic, our magic. Does that surprise you? Just as there can be no dawn without the night, the white and black are but two sides of the same coin. War raged on, and magic was used and abused with little concern of the consequences. And consequences there were. Unchecked use of magic soon dried the flow of ether, threatening to bring blight to the land. The magic of healing? It made little difference. If used with no concern for ether, our magic could prove as ruinous to the land as the most devastating black magic spell. And so it was that the practicing of white magic was forbidden, with one exception. The Pagel, our kind, were entrusted as sole shepherds of the now forbidden art, to serve as healers and bringers of peace while ensuring that this great power would never again be misused. And though he's still young, Arun feels this profound sense of responsibility as strongly as any of us, thus his hesitance to accept you. But, having seen your abilities and the sincerity of your intentions, you can rest assured his doubts have been dispelled. The three of us united in place and purpose, your skills ever growing, the day that we may perform the quieting draws near. To our fortune, the Great One has not yet been entirely consumed by fury, but our time remains short. To commune with the Great One, and restore the Twelveswood to its former state of harmony, we must truly be of one heart, one of mind. It is to this end that Atawakant has guided you to us. Further your mastery of our art, Korn, and let us mend the wounds of the wood together. That was always a fucking sick-ass conversation. The learning how magic was invented in this world, learning how it was invented by humans and discovered. A lot of those, there were a lot of blanks in there that we'll fill out as we go on, but still, it's cool. It's cool shit. Okay. Your command of white magic has advanced considerably, Korn. Yeah, the time draws near. Let's begin our preparations for the quieting. At its roots, the ritual is no different from the acts of pacifying that you have already performed. The difference lies only in the difficulty of the effort. The Great One possesses a power unfathomably more intense than the elementals you've communed with thus far. Power so immense that a mage might be easily overwhelmed by the sheer force of its will. To present such a catastrophic fate, our tradition decrees that essential garb must be donned before performing the ritual. I prepared for you these pieces, but I fear they will not avail you in their current state, so it is that I would send you on a journey. I trust you know the story of Atawakant. Rare among the Pagel, he left the forest behind to travel the realm, healing the land and its people. As tribute to his wanderlust, after he passed, his ashes were divided among several urns, which were in turn carried to the far reaches of the realm. And it was there, in the distant lands, that the great mage so loved that his ashes were buried, and monuments erected in his honor. You were to go on a pilgrimage to these sites and receive the blessings of your forebear. Only then will the garb I've gifted you be imbued with its divine powers. Mind you, you will find these places not as welcoming as they might have been in Master Atoa's time. The first site is on the shores of western Lenosia, and a place now feared is the Serpent's Tongue, home to a band of vile pirates. Next is to be found in Mordona, in that overgrown labyrinth of roots and vines so affectionately known as the Tangle. I do hope that Master Atoa's ashes have survived those most oppressive environs. The third site I would have you visit is perhaps the most treacherous location of the lot, Raban's Push in northern Thanalan, stone's throw from an imperial stronghold. I urge you to exercise extreme caution. Oh boy. Only 3, huh? Lego. Surprised I haven't DC'd yet, considering how wonky my internet's been today. But that's probably a good thing. It's actually definitely a good thing. Bum ba dum bum ba bum. Yeah. Right, Cecily's. God, the shading on his ass is so weird. Cause he's like a. This game renders things strangely sometimes. Epitaph to Philosophy. Pray to the rock. Ooh. More donut. More donuts. Ha ha ha. Ha ha, because it's a lake, you see. Big wet circle out in the wherever. Crab. Look, guys, I'm Darth Maul. I got crab legs. Ha 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 ha. No, just kidding. I'm riding a crab. Yeah, we're definitely not getting a Dragoon tonight. I'm feeling real stupid. Dragoon's gonna have to happen next week. Epitaph to Discovery. And I pray. Oh my God, did I pray? Okay. Oh, that's not so far out. Oh, whoops. Man, the new like you can walk while mounting thing is really fucking me up because now it's making me think like, well, I can walk during anything that has a cast time. That's not true. But I'm stupid enough to believe it. Anyway, we're back here now. Huh. Curious. Epitaph to Fluidity. Okay. Eh. I did it. I did the thing you told me to do. I got all three pieces. Where's the fourth one? It's weird that you didn't give me a fourth one. Huh, your safe return heartens me, Corn. I can feel newfound power emanating from the garb I gave you. I trust that this stage of your pilgrimage was a success. Now that you've traveled the realm and seen the land as Master Atawa did, I would share with you the rest of his tale. The histories claim that Atawa Kant disappeared in the mountains of Ogamoro, the Kobold motherland. This is not untrue, but there's more to the story. When the great mage did not return from his journey, one of his most devoted students went in search of him. As the legends have it, the young mage single-handedly fought off veritable legions of kobolds while scouring the mountains for any sign of his master. Sadly, it was as all had feared. Though the young mage eventually found his master, the great Atawa Kant lived no more. As if the death of the man were not enough, Thyrus, Atawa Kant's great staff, a mighty relic passed down by his ancestors, was lost to the shadows. Undeterred, the young mage fought off the kobold hordes to carry his master's remains back to the surface. A ceremony was held to master Atawa's life and deeds, and urns housing his ashes were carried off to the far-reaching frontiers of which he was so fond in his living years. All the urns, that is, except for one, Yes, the precise location is known to only a few. Master Atoa also rests closer to home. Here in the Twelveswood, and not far from Proud Creek, you will find yet another monument to the Great Mage. Take with you this habit, and pray your respects as before. If you keep pure intentions in your heart and in your mind, then the healer's robe shall be your reward. Cool. Proud Creek, huh? I know where that is. It's over there by the north. Oh, it's in Bird People Land. Where the lumberjacks live, right. I knew that. Hey, it's Chalky Mount. I bought a shit zillion Butterfingers for this boy. Luckily it was Mother's Day, so I was like, hey mom, you want a shit zillion Butterfingers? She was like, yeah, sure, I guess. Why did you do this? And I was like, haha, don't you worry your pretty little head over it. It's because like it's for you, bro. I did it for you and not for shovel and rope. Oh, examine. The grave has been defiled and its contents appear to have been stolen. The power of Atoa Khan has been lost here. Return to Camp Tranquil and seek counsel from Reo Senna. Oh. A rope? How deep was the fucking grave that they thought to bring a rope? What is the rope for? Torg! Good Torg. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, someone robbed the grave. An urn holding Master Atoa's ashes was stolen? This cannot be. Yeah, but it is, though. Grave robbery is a damnable enough crime in itself, but what manner of scoundrel would dare defile the resting place of a Pajal? Rest assured that I will investigate this heinous crime immediately. In the meantime, your pilgrimage demands you to travel to one last destination. This final leg of your journey will take you to the very place that Master Atoa drew his last breath, Ogamoro, the homeland of the kobolds in outer Lenosha. It is there, in plain sight of the kobold dig, that the student of whom I spoke did erect a monument to his fallen master. Okay. So that's north, right? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, Sticky. Let's shoot our Sticky shut his white magic all over the bastards that stole that shit. White gooey magic. Thank you, Sticky. Epitaph to expiry. And I prayed. Oh my god, did I pray? Amazing. Rayo, I did it. I did the thing you told me to do. Am I cool now? Will you tell me I matter? Please? Pretty, please? Rhea. Welcome back, Corn. The journey was not an easy one, I trust, and yet I knew that Master Atoa would guide you safely back to me. In your travels, you've received the blessings of our great ancestor, and yet this is not the sole reason I sent you on this pilgrimage. Perhaps you sensed something of my intentions during your trip? Yes, Corn. As she who would inherit Master Atoa's legacy, I wanted you to truly walk in his footsteps, to see the realm in both its beauty and its suffering with your own eyes, as the great mage did so long ago. Yet it is strange, no? A pirate slayer, a rampant jungle, mountains of fire. Of all the hostile environments to which you journeyed, the single grave despoiled was that which rests right here in our forest home. I suspect this was the handiwork of no witless grave robber, but rather someone who knew all too well the value of that which was buried within. We must uncover the truth behind this crime and return Master Atoa's ashes to their rightful resting place, and quickly. You are with me, yes? Yeah, sure, man. Last quest! Oh wait, maybe not the last quest. Grave robbery is a loathsome enough crime in its own right, but to defile the final resting place of a Pajal, such an act could only be performed by the lowliest of bandit scum. Though I would like to think that the elementals have already delivered due justice to the villain, we must take no chances in allowing an escape. Whilst you were away, I put my best Moogle on the hunt, searching for any sign of the culprit of the stolen remains. Okay, so who is it? Who's your best Moogle? Is it Pukni or is it Kupcha? Well, it's I, Pukni. Kupo, I'm the best Moogle. I don't know, Kupo. You kind of suck, bro. What? The actual answer is it's neither of them, and it's the one that's off screen doing fucking squats and shit, fucking pumping hard iron. Buff Kupo. Buff McCoops. He's her best. I dare say he should have a clue or two first by now. At least he better, if he follows that little ball in his head. Suffice it to say, though, many Forceborn think of the Moogles as blessed. My own personal experience has found them to be more touched than anything else. Hey, Kupcha. Oh, mistress, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. It's most odd becoming of a seat-seer, Kupo. Yeah, but fine, don't listen to me. Why, I told her just the other day that this is why she remains, shall we say, unspoken for. Well, also that she's a 500-year-old child, but that's, you know. She might not react to that phrasing at present, but her ire was indeed fierce, Kupo. Of course, you've not come to discuss my mistress's temper, but the grave robbery. A most unforgivable act of villainy if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did, Kupo. Jesus Christ. I am pleased to say, and you will be pleased to hear, that the culprit did not escape Moogle eyes, Kupo. Well, my eyes, he did escape. My associate Pugno Poki, however, claims to have seen a band of ruffians skulking off in the direction of Red Belly Hive, with various and sundry stolen goods in tow. Among them, a rather conspicuously elaborate urn, Kupo. I do not know what the Red Bellies are up to, but surely it can be nothing good. Please, Korn, go quickly. The urn is lost. I fear Ryo's ire will be the least of my worries, Kupo. I was right. It was the third. It was the third Moog. There's always a third Moogle. Let us end this. Speak with Pukno Poki. What? Oh. What you got for me, Buff Kupo? Buff McCoops. Ah, those thieving crooks. Those crooked thieves, defiling the resting place of a Pagel. Why, no amount of thrashings, lashings, and bashings would suffice. Kupopo? Why, if it isn't the lovely white mage Kupcha Kupa spoke of, and not a moment too soon. Why, I was just about to swoop in and give them their comeuppance myself. Now that you're here, however, I believe I'll just sit back and enjoy this show, Kupo. Those vile red bellies tossed the urn into some ramshackle wagon. Most ignoble fate for a Pajali legend, I do declare. Cart it northwise toward their hive. You'll retrieve it safe and sound, won't you, Kupo? I will consider it. Search the overloaded wain. Boy, you're That's all you're taking? He made it sound like it was a bigger thing. Tomb Raider. Laura? Sticky. Work your white magic. Thank you, Sticky. Damn. Why'd you have to die like that? Could you have died less sexually, please? God. I got it. I got it. Are you proud of me? I got it. Got us down. We got it. Thank you, Korn. The remains of our exalted forebear hauled away by brigands like a sack of loot. Is this what our land has come to? There can be no doubt. It is a great one's fury that brings such chaos to the Twelves Wood. The situation is grave indeed. Shall have our wood whalers deal with the red bellies. We have more important matters before us. Yet, I fear we've hit another snag. Though the urn has been safely delivered, the harsh treatment it suffered at the hands of the bandits has taken its toll. Uprooted from its proper resting place, the power of Atoa Kant, once housed within has grown dim. I shall return the urn to its rightful home. Perhaps over time it will return to its former state. Yet I fear time is a luxury we do not have. We must explore other means to enchant the ritual garb. I will consult with my brother to see what knowledge he might have to offer. In the meantime, I would ask that you master your newfound skills as best you can. There's no telling when the Great One's fury might grow too strong and to contain. You must be ever prepared. Okay. That was not the last quest then. That was just an incidental quest. That was also 45, I think. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I learned Holy, the spell I used to smite all those guys. Thanks. Forgive me, Corn. Brother and I have considered every possibility and attempted every incantation at our disposal, but I fear the task of completing the enchantment has proven beyond our abilities. Hey, kid. No living Pagel, not even our sister possesses such power. Without the blessing of Atto Akant, there's nothing we can do. If the Ashens return to their rightful resting place, Atto Akant's spirit will return. Surely it's only a matter of time. Look around you, sister. Open your eyes and ears. Time is one thing we do not have. Arun. The fury of the Great One mounts with each passing moment. It will not be contained for much longer. No, the time for waiting is long past. Now is the time for action. I want blood, dear sister. But Corn's garb, the enchanting's not yet complete. Situation's far from ideal, yet we have no choice. We must trust in Corn's power and do what we can. Did I hear you right, Arun? Well, it was not that long ago you objected to Corn's very presence at the ritual. I may be stubborn, sister, but I'm no fool. I've witnessed Corn's magic abilities with my own eyes. There can be no doubting that she's a mage of the white, one as worthy as you and I. Run, if you would place your trust in Corn so, I see no reason why I shouldn't. Very well, let us hasten for Averstrade. We're gonna fight a tree. I'm gonna fight a tree. You two are gonna stand there and gawp at me while I fight a tree. Where the fuck is Evershade again? Alright. Right, Cecilise. I don't understand that. I don't know who Cecilise is. Destination. Oh shit, the tree is purple. That's a bad sign, right? Trees aren't normally supposed to glow evil purple. Proceed. We're putting juice in the tree! Oh shit. We're doing it. Oh shit. The tree's going spooky. Oh shit. Goons. Tree goons. The Great One's rage is too strong. I can't reach him. Stay focused, Arun. If we fall, who will rise to take our place? But sister, the force itself turns against us. Oh shit. If we can only reach the Great Ones, his minions will relent. Cast away your worries and focus your mind on the ritual. No! Corn! Oh shit. Sticky, save me! Oh. Stand strong, Corn. Are you going to let some overgrown shrub ruffle your feathers? I have hair and scales. What are you... I don't have... Do you think I'm a bird? I'm not Sweet D. And the two of you, don't you have a ritual to perform? Do Do my eyes deceive me? This is no time for chit-chat. Rayo, Arun, Korn, focus your energies on the Guardian Tree. You must quell the Great One's fury, dispatch its minions, and resume the quieting. Okay. I'll do that. Holy shit. Oh, not in line of sight. Whatever. Come on. Do it. Do it now. I wanna take you there. Come on. Dum 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 yum. Become sauced. Okay. We're healing. Shit. Yep. Did we do it? Can't tell. Now, focus your powers on the Guardian Tree. Yay. Reducing it with the power of the light or something. We did it. We saved the tree. Is it over? No, it didn't say duty complete. The Great One's anger abates. You've done well, my children. Master Otoa, do you truly live? No, you fucking idiot, I'm a ghost. Live? Not as you would define the word. Mayhap in the heart of Korn here, whose strength I borrowed to join you. It's a miracle. Aye, it may very well be. Or perhaps the Mother Crystal heard this old soul's wish. I lived a long and fruitful life, but when I drew my last breath in Ogamoro that day, I did so with one profound regret, that I would pass from this realm without finding a worthy inheritor to bequeath my knowledge in full. My spirit left my lifeless body to abide in this soul crystal, with the hope that one day it would find its way into the hands of my successor. For years my consciousness slumbered in the darkness, until I met Korn. From the moment you took my crystal in hand, I knew, Pagel or no, I had at long last found one to whom I could truly pass on my knowledge. Yes, Korn, I knew. Ugh. Master Atawa. The power of the crystal grows faint. I see my all too brief sojourn here has come to an end. Goodbye. Return to your home planet. Farewell, Corn of the White. Farewell, my children. I leave my forest home in your capable hands. Master Atawa, he's left us. And yet by his power, and that of his successor Cord, the Great Wood's fury is quelled, and the Twelve's Wood is safe. Though Master Atawa traveled the world, no doubt his heart always remained here. In the forest home he loved, he waited for us. Oh my god, your horn is poking out your sticky's eye. Bruh, that's so mean. Why, brother, for once you almost sound wise beyond your years. Strange, is it not? Perhaps I finally learned something from you, dear sister. Damn. As I could learn something from you, Aruran. Your pride as a Pagel, your deep respect for your past, these are traits to be admired. The same can be said for Master Atawa's liberality. Yes, I believe there's a place for both beliefs among our kind. The road was a long and winding one, but at long last our work is done. Let us return to Camp Tranquil. Okay. We did it, I guess. Even though it didn't say duty complete, I guess we did it. There's no part 2 to this. There's no... I've restored harmony to the forest! Yay. Hooray. Camp Tranquil. Oh, my ass cheeks. Oh, I've been sitting on them shits wrong. Holy shit. I gotta get up. Thankfully, we are approaching the end of the stream now. One final conversation with Rhea Osena. To meet Master Atawa in the flesh. Well, not flesh, perhaps. I'm still shaking from the experience, and from the pure joy of seeing peace return to my forest home at last. I'll be forever grateful to you, Corn. I'm honored that we were able to heal the wood together. I speak not only for myself, my brother has expressed the same sentiments. Were Master Atawa here, I'm sure he'd say the same. Though perhaps he is still here in some form. Behold, the final piece of your garb now pulses with this ancient power. Yes, there can be no doubt that Master Atawa intended this as his parting gift to you. Take it and wear it with pride, Corn of the White. Before we part, I would bestow upon you a present of my own. By the ancient powers vested in me as a seed seer, I bestow upon you the greatest incantation known to our kind. May you ever heed the will of the elementals and use it in wisdom and compassion. I am not given to formalities. I swear I do not know how my sister manages. The short time I've known you, Corn, you've grown into a fine white mage. I'm honored to call you my peer. Use your powers in moderation and let compassion be your guide, and I have no doubt that you will bring succor and solace wherever your journey takes you. Hooray! I've achieved something. What did I win? Telecom speaks unto you. Benediction! Of course, the greatest button in all the game. Most powerful weapon anyone can ever cast. And that was a Realm Reborn White Mage, everybody. It only took 2.5 hours, but we are ARR White Mages now. Isn't that fun? Anyway, that's the end of the stream for tonight. I'm very tired. My allergies are acting up. I need to fucking get up and exercise. I have every excuse in the book to end, but I kind of just don't want to stream tonight anymore. I'm done for the week. We'll be back next week with some more shit. The schedule right now, the rotation right now is 14 job quests, which means we're gonna be probably getting around to Dragoon next week. Ooh. Dragoon. More Wind Waker Super. We're gonna actually make progress this time in Wind Waker Super, not just 1 or 2 islands. And we're gonna continue Jack 3. If I can go a whole Jack 3 day, then I can probably... Because Wind Waker and 14 don't need to be long streams if I'm just doing one 14 job and one late night stream of Wind Waker. I don't know. However, I might be in a mood next week that I'll be able to do a big long 14 stream and I can get done Dragoon and what do I want to work on after that? I guess I guess we'll be moving on to Thanalan, so I'll be doing the worst job there, which is Black Mage. So we'll do Dragoon and Black Mage, maybe? Maybe. And then we'll be continuing Jack 3, which I should be making more progress on than I made last time. I'll definitely have the stamina and energy to do a big full Jack 3 stream. Not gonna finish it, obviously, but we're definitely gonna clear Act 1 and maybe Act 2, honestly. I might have an Act 2 in me. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, and y'all chose to spend some of y'all's time with me. And I appreciate you for it. Yeah. Take care of yourselves, be good to one another, and peace out. I love y'all. Bye.